welcome to the Three Spurs Boys. Today we have a very, very big game, and it's a very, very big day because we're interviewing somebody very, very special. Welcome, best-selling author Colin Singh Dhillon, but we call him Uncle Colin.
Thank you, Jay, and thank
Hello.
you, Krish. Hello.
How are you?
I am not too bad. I'm a little bit excited, but also nervous for the weekend. How about you, boys?
Scared. Very scared.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not scared
it's
or nervous because I already know the outcome.
Well, you know what it is. We're playing for so much at the moment, Liverpool Football Club, and so everybody's talking about the quadruple, and I'm saying, nah, ignore it, and now it's like, oh my God, this could actually happen. But we've got to face Tottenham, who are a world-class team.
I don't know about that.
World-class, but highly inconsistent.
Yeah.
It's, you know what, you guys have had several managers over the past few years, and even with Pochettino there, I felt that there was a level of quality that's on the field every week. But you're right, there is a level of inconsistency as well. But remember Liverpool, before Klopp took over, or even in Klopp's first and second year, we would score a lot of goals, and teams would score a lot of goals on us as well.
Yeah, what I like to say is that we've had more manager over the past couple of years than we had players.
Yeah, good players maybe, but I think you've got a really good manager now. This guy's world class, right? So Conte is a guy that can take you all the way. You just have to make sure your chairman is kind of agreeing upon any of the buys he wants and the players he wants to bring.
That's impossible.
And you need to keep Kane, who I think may stay.
Hopefully.
I'm not sure though.
Yeah,
if
what are your
stays,
thoughts?
Kane stays.
If you're giving Song over, then Liverpool will happily take him any day of the week.
Okay. Well, first we're gonna start with let me rephrase that. Not first. Okay. I'm gonna say question now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded rude too. Okay. Okay.
Let's get right into the questions.
Yeah. Okay. How long have you been a Liverpool fan?
So my journey, Krish, started in 1978.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a little young boy growing up in the middle part of England, known as the West Midlands, and kids at school were asking me, who do I support? And you had to choose a team, and we really weren't following football back then. And I remember that I believe it was in 78, Kenny Dalglish came to Liverpool when Kevin Keegan left, and he was an instant hit. And I think I chose Liverpool because they were back then the up-and-coming team that were winning. And so since 1978, I've been a supporter of the Reds.
Who's your all-time favorite player?
Sir Kenny Dalglish. I became a supporter because of him, but more importantly, he was a fantastic player for Liverpool. He then became a player manager, and he won the old First Division. But I think more than that, there was this huge issue with Hillsborough where 97 Liverpool fans were crushed and died. Because of poor work by the clubs and the authorities at that time, and how Kenny Dalglish stepped up to support those families when the government and others had turned their back on Liverpool supporters. For that reason, more than any, for me, Kenny will always be a legend. And if I was to show you the back of my shirt, there's only one name on the back of my shirt. Let's do that. Tell me if you see the back of my shirt.
Oh, yeah, we see it.
Yeah, so it's all Kenny for me. How about you guys? Let me ask you guys a question. Who's your favorite Tottenham player?
You can go first.
It's a bit of a weird one, but my favorite player is Eric Dyer.
Oh, okay. And Krish?
Mine has to be Heung-min Son.
Yeah. Two good players, both internationals. But Song, for me, he's on another level. But again, when Klopp hugs him at the end of the games, and keep an eye on that. Klopp always gives Song a good hug. We Liverpool fans are like, yeah, bring him to Liverpool.
Nope, I don't think so. Okay. Well, now that you said your all-time favorite, who do you think's your favorite, like, playing now?
Great question. We're fortunate at the moment to have a really, really great team. And I would probably have to say my current favorite is Henderson.
Oh,
yeah. For me, this young man, Jordan, was kind of written off a little bit as being maybe he's out of the league. And then remember, Steven Gerrard, this living legend, leaves Liverpool, and who becomes the captain? Jordan Henderson. And now Liverpool fans, forget everybody else. Liverpool fans are like, he can't fill those boots. And you know what? He's filled those boots. And he's a class act. He's a class act for Liverpool, and he's a class act for England internationally as well. So for me, he is the guts and the spine behind that Liverpool team. So I really appreciate Jordan Henderson.
Yeah. Do you think the Liverpool players will be feeling fatigue after that big European win over at Villarreal?
I think less than what Real Madrid will be feeling after this extra time kind of, circus that we watched yesterday. So I'm hoping, because if you look at the team, there was some players slightly rested. But I think more than fatigue, Jay, I think they're going to be up for it because they've finally made it to that final. They can put that aside. And now it's all about the league. So hopefully, they are up for it because we are away as well for that match, right?
Yeah. The thing I hate about Liverpool is that they don't get overconfident. They know who they're versing. They keep their head level. And they don't take it easy. They go full in no matter what. Tottenham, on the other hand, we go 4 wins. Let's take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeah, is that what you think is happening?
That's what I'd say would happen to Brentford because they released a clip of the training and all the players taking it easy because that's when Conte got COVID.
Oh, okay. But yeah, with Liverpool, and we were that way with Villarreal, and we've been that way with other clubs. But we've been playing this season, a game of two halves. The half the half against Newcastle. And then the second half, and then again with Villarreal, like everybody, all the or I should say not but anti-Liverpool fans were like, yeah, it's over. Villarreal is going to win this. And then suddenly Liverpool came out, put 3 away in 15. So I think there is I think one thing that Liverpool has, and I'm not just saying it because it's my team, but the one thing that you should all look at is that we are the cleanest team in the English Premier League as well for the last 5 seasons. Least amount of red cards, least amount of yellow cards, like it's fact. Yeah. And so think about it. We're one of the most competitive. We're one of the best, but we don't do it by being dirty. And so I think we are a class team, and I really appreciate that. And I think we're a very honest team. Like look at Robbo. Look at Robbo on that wing. That guy is up and down like a yo-yo all game, Remember, Liverpool picked him up for 8 million. So I think there is a oneness of the Liverpool team, which is kind of maybe similar to those dirty Mancs from Manchester. From the, when they used to be good, like, many years ago.
I don't like Manchester United.
Yeah, nobody likes Manchester United, and the ones that support them don't want to be Manchester United supporters at the moment as well. So, yeah.
Nah, but it must suck for United fans, yeah? Man City and Liverpool, the 2 greatest teams right now.
So you know what I was doing? Let me show you. Well, actually, I've just finished listening to an Audible book, and the one that I finished listening to was no one listening to you again, mate. But I just finished listening to Sir Alex Ferguson. You may not be able to see it. It's the book I just finished listening to, his biography. And of old age and guess what? he said something in there which was really interesting, which I think is the reason Man United collapsed when Moyes came in. And so, you guys are good football boys, and your dad knows his football as well. So there is this history at Liverpool under Shankly. Like Shankly in the 60s is the guy that came in and made Liverpool the team is. But then when Shankly left, we had a guy called Paisley. And after Paisley, there was Joe Fagan. And after Fagan, there was Dalglish. And so there was a boot room. Like these guys were all in the back. Like Bill Paisley was like the physio, like, Bruce Grobbelaar is a Liverpool legend, and I'm fortunate to say he's a friend. And he tells me some stories which are like crazy. But that boot room meant when they leave, they keep all of that intelligence of what made them special at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now, when Man United lost Fergie and they brought in Moyes, apparently Moyes brought in all of his own backroom team. And he got rid of 4 key individuals that if they would have stayed, they would have carried on with the Ferguson legacy and just improved it. And so I think that's something that, look, Liverpool's waiting for. Klopp's extended his contract, but I hope if he goes that people like Pep Linders and others stay. I don't care if Gerrard comes in. For me, that's he's not the right guy at the moment. But I think Tottenham also needs to find what its core is. And you guys are a great attacking team. And you guys, I think, probably need to strengthen in the midfield to control games. What would you both say?
Yeah, our midfield desperately needs help. Our defense, I'd say we'd add in a little bit, 2-3 more strong individuals.
Yeah. Just like the passing at the back is kind of sketchy sometimes. Like Ben Davies especially. Like when he passes back, it's
always to the other team.
Yeah.
Basically our build-up play from the back is terrible. Absolutely garbage.
So who would in the summer? Look, the summer transfer is not too far away. Which 2 players would Jay and Krish like Tottenham to purchase?
You can go first.
All right. What's our transfer list? What's our transfer budget? I'd say.
Okay, you guys are Tottenham, so I would say 70 million, 60 million.
With Daniel Levy, more like £7. All right, 70 million. Personally, I just love wingbacks. Any wingback to replace Emerson or Sessegnon's been well, actually. We just need, for them to push up. Ben Davies, I'd say we need a good left back. I'd say Bastoni. Or a left center back, my bad. Dyer's been like he'd have the greatest game of his life, and then the next game he'd be invisible. And that's what he's been like for the past 3 games. So we need to find a replacement for him as well.
And what's your academy like at Tottenham? Have you got a good academy? Are you seeing kids coming through, or are you having to buy your players? I
personally love our academy. Only if we gave him more, more playing time, like Dane Scarlett at the end of the match. I remember Kane got hit in the knee. In the ankle. And my dad was screaming, take him off. And I'm like, you know what? We're 3-1 up. Why not put Dane Scarlett on? Give him a good run.
Are there any players currently in the A team or the first team that are through the academy?
Winks, Kane, Tanganga, Scarlett's on the bench, and I think Harvey White.
Fantastic.
And Oliver Skip.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry?
I was going to say, so what do you think the score's going to be on Saturday?
4-1 Liverpool. But you know what? No, let's not answer there. We're going to save that to the end.
Okay.
All right, Krish?
Well, for you, as a Liverpool fan, who do you think will shine against us on Saturday?
I think Manny's just in a groove at the moment, which is a good groove. He's just on fire. And Salah is long overdue to slap somebody. So, and then obviously we've got our new guy, Luis Diaz, who's just a game changer. I would say. Why? Oh, that's right. You guys were trying to get him and we pulled him just before you guys closed that one down.
All right, guys, we're ending the stream now. Have a great game. Hopefully we win.
So I think Mane. I think Mane is going to be a bit of a game changer.
Yeah. And wait, hold on. Mane plays on left wing, right?
Yep.
Okay, Mane's gonna break through. We got Emerson
Well,
already.
when Luis Diaz comes on, Mane moves to the center at the moment, and he's pretty effective through the middle as well. So
Wait, can't Salah play in the forward position, like center forward?
You would think he could, Krish, but it seems like he is happy to come in from the right. That seems to be his place. I'm sure they've tried it, maybe not to the success they would like.
Yeah.
The only reason I said that is because I saw in FIFA, and you can check their. Why are you laughing at me? And you can check on FIFA their positions, right? And it said center forward / right wing. So
yeah, well, I think he plays for Egypt, probably more central. I think he's more of a central player for Egypt, so that's probably why.
All right. Now Liverpool are an incredibly strong team, but where would you say they need to improve? What position?
You know what they need to do is you've got a number of players that are turning 30 or will be turning 30, and as you know, as great as everything is, I'm personally one of those. If Salah leaves this summer, I'm okay for him to go. I'm not one of those supporters that suddenly wants their players to always stay, because for me, Salah leaves for, let's say, 100 million. That's potentially 2 players that Klopp could buy and just turn into superstars. We don't tend to buy superstars. Liverpool at the moment is making superstars. So I think Diego Jota has been a good buy. Luis Diaz, I think he needs to, bring in. We've got Konate in the back, so I think there's some youth there. We've got youth on the wings as well. Maybe somebody as effective for Alex. Sorry, not Alex. Trent Alexander. We may need to bring somebody in that is as effective, because when Gomez plays that position, actually, maybe I should take those words back, because Gomez puts in a good ball as well. But I think youth, a little bit more youth. So we're prepared for the next 5 years of ruling the EPL.
Oh, hey, we'll give you Emerson. He's only 24, yeah? Good 50 mil.
Yes, I'll give you, and that's £7 your chairman spends £7. I'll pay that for him.
What changes will Liverpool make? What do you think they'll make
for the game? I think we're going to rest all of our first team and play some kids, because it's Tottenham. We're up against Spurs. We'll slap you even with the kids.
Wow.
Okay, we're ending the stream here, guys.
All right, now we're finally getting into the last one. Now we can do score prediction. But before we hear from you, because you're a special guest, Krish, what do you think the prediction will be? What do you think?
5-1 Liverpool. But then also I went 5-1 Liverpool, but also 3-1 Tottenham.
That doesn't make sense.
I know.
His wish is 3-1 Tottenham.
Okay, so I know I said 4-1 before, but Conte has this thing where he uses the same tactic every single time, and it seems to be really, really effective against big teams. But it's so bad against small teams like Brighton, Brentford. So if Conte uses his tactic and it works out like that 2-2 game, I'd say our firepower at the top and on our attack, our breaks are way better than what happened at the 2-2. So hopefully, if we're able to utilize that, I'd say 3-1 to Tottenham. But if we don't show anything in the first, I'd say half an hour, then it's most likely going to be like 3-1, 4-1 Liverpool. I have hope that we'll score at least 1 though. That's why I said 4-1.
And I'll agree with you guys. I think it's probably going to be a tight game. There is going to be some nerves. I think we may just do a 2-1. But to your 30-minute window, if it goes well for us in those first 30 minutes, then this could be a slapping, a 4-1. But my gut is saying 2-1, and off we go.
Well, I just hope we don't get thrashed like United.
Yeah, well, that's been beautiful. This is one of the greatest seasons of seeing Man United get slapped. What was it, 9-0 on aggregate?
Yeah.
Their worst defeat in their history in one season.
Well, then again, every team that's played against United played with 12 men, with Maguire on their team playing striker.
Good one. I like that.
Okay, well, to end it off, why don't you tell us about your book?
Oh, well,
I'll get it in so that the camera could see it.
Oh, sorry.
Fantastic.
There we are.
So I was asked by a good friend of mine called Michael Pinball Clements, who is a Canadian football legend, currently the general manager of the Toronto Argonauts, to write my thoughts and my stories down to help people. And so The Three Houses really is a book to help people journey to a better life. And so really, look, you guys are young yet, but you're going to be getting old within a blink of an eye. And we want to make sure that your mom, Suki, and your dad, Bobby, and us, we want to make sure that you kids have a better life and a happier life than maybe the one we're having. And we want you to wake up every morning happy, and we want you to go to bed happy every day. And if you two can do that, then you are richer than the richest. You are more famous than the famous. You are living the life. Because it's not easy. You know how it can sometimes be where you're upset before going to bed, or you wake up and you're grumpy. The idea in life should be that we get up happy and we go to bed happy. And I say in my book that part of this is we don't carry baggage from yesterday. And so, look, when on Saturday, Liverpool slapped Tottenham and your dad's upset and you two are upset, don't be carrying that baggage into Sunday. Be happy. Say, hey, Sunday's a brand new day. It's not the same day. Let's take it on from here. So my book is about helping people have a stronger sense of self, and also making sure that their life is better than it was the day before.
All right. That's really good. Make sure to go get your copy off of Amazon right now. By right now, I mean like right now.
Right now, The Three Houses. Sold
right
on
now,
Amazon globally.
Now, you see, after that comment, I'd really like to say, don't get it. No, I'm kidding. It's a really wonderful book. Go get your copy right now. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Jay and Krish, thank you very much for allowing me to be a guest on your show. And I look forward to doing many more of these with you.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Come on, you Spurs. There we go. Said it before he went. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And remember, today is to do.
So go for it.
Come on, you Spurs.
We sang in France, we sang in Spain, we sing in the sun and we sing in the rain. They tried to stop us, but they did. The thing we love most is being a kid, being a kid, being a kid. The thing we love most is being a kid.
Come on, you Spurs.